Real quick. All right, everyone. Thanks for jumping on the call. We're going to just talk about goal setting here for 2026. It all really started with one of my cousins here who he's going to graduate soon, and I thought it'd be a good initiative to really get some goals going to aim at. So I have him here. His name is Reno on the call, but his real name is Paul. He's the king of Fortnite. And then I have Steve there on the call, and he is the GOAT at Yu-Gi-Oh! And
Call me the Pharaoh.
is that a good intro? I don't know if that's a good intro. But
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
all right, not bad, not bad. Hopefully you guys got my email, but we wanted to kind of start going thinking about goals. So maybe you got some goals already, short-term, long-term goals. But I just want to present some house rules. As always, we gotta be present here. Let's not go on our phones too much. Let's be respectful of each other. We all come from different backgrounds, different beliefs, and all kind of good stuff. And be open-minded. And I'm kind of rushing it because I want to get right to the goal setting, but I do want to kind of level it out. So we're going to go over intros real quick, SMART goals, and execution, and then we're going to close. So the icebreaker, real quick, is yeah, what's your name? I kind of introduced you, but I really wish we also introduce you. Maybe your kind of background, maybe some highlights in your career. That would be kind of cool. And then, what national park would you like to visit and why? And we'll start it off with Steve.
All right. Um, so yeah, my name's Steve De Leon. I'm from Anaheim, so I'm not a I'm from Anaheim. I have two kids. I've never eaten a fish before. No, I'm just kidding. Quick story.
Okay.
Uh, so yeah, so when I was 17, I went from high school straight to the Marine Corps, and that's where I spent 11 years of I guess most of my
Career.
20s were all there. Yeah, my career was there. And straight after the Marine Corps, I went to school, and now I'm going to Cal State Long Beach and going to graduate at the end of this December. The national park I would like to go to, and I have a list on my phone, but I know I want to end up somewhere like in Massachusetts or somewhere up in the East Coast. There's a lot of places that I want to go visit there, especially the lighthouses attract me. Like I've seen a lot of pretty lighthouses out there, and it'd be
Hmm.
cool to visit. So yeah,
Hmm.
something somewhere out there.
I never thought about lighthouses in the East Coast, but usually when I think of national parks, I think of the West Coast, but I always forget about the East Coast.
But what is
Yeah.
that? What you just said?
Which which
Wait,
thing?
wait. You said national park. Like, what is that? Like,
Uh, you're from the north, NorCal.
yeah.
Like Yosemite, Sequoia, uh, yeah,
Okay, okay.
like those big parks people visit, like with the big trees, the biggest trees in the world.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I get that. I get that.
Yeah.
So how about you, Paul? Give us a intro.
Well, my name is Paul Chiquillo, but I'm still in high school, sadly. But because I'm still in high school, I have more chances. And right now, I'm in public safety. I'm doing public safety. Because my dream job, what I want to be is either sheriff or highway patrol. And
Cool.
because I'm doing public safety, I get so many opportunities to get that dream I want. But um, it's a little difficult because there's so much. I'm getting so much more homework now because I'm in public safety. But it's so worth it. Like I'm gonna get the dream I want. I'm gonna get more stuff to help me, and because my teacher is an actual cop, he's gonna help me like get that dream, and he's gonna help me give me like a good road for like the police academy. Um, and for the national park I want to go to, I'm not sure yet, to be honest. But yeah,
Okay. I think your dad's taking you to Shasta National Park, right?
Shasta, yeah, he takes me a bunch of times.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, National Park. So I'm Tony. I am from Sacramento, but I live here in SoCal. I think for me, one of the milestones in my career have been, I think, working a minimum wage job for after like working a full-time job with benefits and a good pay because I was in school. And the reason why it's a milestone because it made me realize that I don't ever want to work a minimum wage job again because they treat you bad, you get paid crap, and it just made me motivated me to go to school, motivated me to to really focus on my career because I do not want to do that. That is a hard life. And I think one of the things that really stuck with me when I listened to podcasts is the speaker who said, I think his name's Gary Bishop, and he said, "Would you rather live a lifestyle on poverty or chasing $1 million? Like, what do you think is harder?" And then, what do you guys think? What do you think is harder, living a poverty lifestyle or chasing $1 million?
So I'm writing down the question. Would you like to live a poverty lifestyle or chase $1 million?
Yeah, what
I
do you
feel
think
like
is
there's a lot of components there. Immediately my mind goes to $1 million, but I'm not gonna sacrifice $1 million if it's gonna cost me, I guess, being with family or present or being with family or present with loved ones. So I guess that's my answer.
okay? Okay. I mean, for me, it's like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like when I was living at minimum wage and getting paid crap, it's like I cannot live like this forever. And then I was
Yeah.
like, I'd rather dream big and fail and try to chase the big dreams. But yeah, and then what national park would I like to visit? I would
Yeah.
like to visit. I like what Steve said, somewhere on the East Coast. I have not thought about that. Maybe somewhere in Virginia. I feel like it's kind of
Uh,
old America,
yeah.
Philadelphia. But if you go, I'll go with you.
Yeah, let's go. The three of us, let's go right now. No.
Don't forget it, let's go. But yeah, all right. So let's go. Move on. So goal setting. This is what this is what we wanted to talk about, right? This is the meats of our meeting here. Have you guys heard of SMART goals before?
Yes.
Can you remind me?
SMART goals are kind of a component of every, I would say, business operation or any kind of big organization, big or small. They're going to have SMART goals at some part of their goal planning, right? And SMART goals are just specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. That sounds like a lot of stuff, but I'm going to kind of break it down with some examples. I know for me, SMART goals have been used almost every year, at least once. I go over SMART goals with whatever program I'm running or a team that I'm running. SMART goals are very fundamental. Again, they have to be specific, right? So when we say goals, we don't want to just say, "Oh, I want to lose 10 pounds." Like, do you think that's specific? No, right? It's like 10 pounds where? Like 10 pounds what? Do you want to lose 10 pounds fat? Or you want to, what is it? It have to be measurable.
Mm.
So you got to be able to track it. If you can't track it, you're not going to go anywhere. And it has to be achievable. So you can't just say, "I want to be able to float in space and not die," right? That's kind of extreme example, but it's really unachievable. So you want to set yourself in a realistic expectation and then timely. You want to give yourself some deadlines. The best motivator, right? When you got a bill to pay or for Paul, like an assignment to do, right?
Mhm.
Those deadlines really, I don't know, they really motivate you. Any thoughts there, Steve? I don't know if you want. I feel like you got a good summary of it.
The summary is good. I think just in the end, it's like you can't just you can say you can want to do anything, but if you're not putting it into like writing or putting it into like I guess a format like SMART goals, then you're kind of just saying things. So doing this makes it more realistic or there's more tangibility to it. Like you can almost touch it. So,
Interesting. By just writing it down, huh?
yeah, even that, like just having a journal, it's just like, oh, okay. Like when you write it down, it's like if you were able to hold yourself accountable and you wrote it down, it's like, damn it, I said I was gonna do this, and I wrote it, and it's like now there's more pressure within yourself, not extreme, but yeah,
Yeah. Like I hate to use the word so much, but more accountable to doing it.
yeah.
Um, do you kind of get it, Paul, what we're talking about? SMART goals?
Yeah, I get it.
All right, mister, I get you. So here's some examples of SMART goals. Is read one book by reading 10 pages every night before bed, starting today and complete it in 100 days, right? So
Mm.
what's the goal? I want to read one book. How are you going to do it? By doing reading 10 pages every night before bed. And I'm going to start today and I'm going to do it within 100 days. So that kind of fits the whole parameters of a SMART goal. Another one is I want to save $100 in 2 months by putting $10 into a jar every Monday, starting next week. You guys think that's a smart goal?
It falls in the form. Oh, hold on. Timely. I mean, it doesn't add up to 100, but yeah, it's yeah.
Okay, okay. That's true, huh? You probably reach it before then. Or no, you won't.
But you're 2 weeks short.
Oh yeah, look at this guy taking detail. But yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to do with the whole our goals.
Yeah.
Right? And we wanted to write 25 goals. And I know that seems like a lot. And I do this every year. And last year I wrote 60 goals.
Holy shit.
So
Well,
Damn.
give an example about goals, because I could say like my goal today is to clean my room. That falls within 0 to 6 months. Like, do you have a guideline or
yeah,
even a,
I think that's a good one. Maybe it's like maybe expand on that one. I want to keep my room clean or clean my room once every week, for the year 2026. And it's really whatever excites you, right? Like you don't want to just make goals just to sound like you're like you said, right? You don't want to just make sounds that sound cool or sound pretentious. You want to make goals that are get you excited. Um, and don't confuse it with your to-do list, right? You want
okay.
it to be write some short-term, long-term goals, and then I'm gonna challenge you with three with three lifetime goals. So that's in your lifetime. You wanna, I don't know, meet the Pope or have 3 kids. That's one of my lifetime goals. Um, what's another? Any examples for lifetime goals anybody has off the top of their head?
Like visit a different country.
Okay, which country?
Oh, that's cool.
Um,
He's not there.
Cuba or El Salvador.
Cuba?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, so you want to visit Cuba in your lifetime and El Salvador, and so that's a lifetime goal.
Mm.
Short-term goals are 0 to 6 months, and then 2 to 5 years. These all don't have to be done in 2026, but that's when we're establishing them. Does that make sense?
I have a
Mm.
question.
Yeah.
So three lifetime goals, um, like I'm thinking about the smart. It's like how do you do it timely? Because if they're lifetime goals, they just need to be achieved over time. So if I said like I want to take a cruise, around the world or some shit like that, I don't know, whatever it is, you can't really put a time to it. So is that okay?
Yeah, I mean, I would say if like there's no wrong way to do it, but I really think that the deadlines help. So you could say I want to take a cruise and by the time I'm 40, or I want to take a cruise by 20
Mm,
by 24 2045 or something. You
okay.
just want to put a
Yeah.
parameter so you subconsciously program
Yeah.
your brain.
Gotcha.
Um, and then I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever been asked what are your goals and you're like by somebody?
Yes.
Who's that?
Well, most recently my partner, because since I entered in a new relationship, I think it's important that we both understand where we're going to make sure that we can go there together. So, yeah.
Hmm. Interesting. So like your partner you're with,
Yeah, like
ask
my
you about it.
aspiration is like, what is it that I'm reaching for? Because I mean, I think it's not just girls that need to make sure that guys are going where they need to go, but I think for me, it's like I need to make sure that, she has an aspiring way to herself or ambition, sorry, to make sure that she's not just gonna be at home and doing nothing, or she's
Right.
not just, yeah. So
Yeah.
that,
So you
that's the
want
main
someone
thing.
with some drive.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. How about you, Paul? Have anyone ever asked you about what are some of your goals?
Yeah. So, like for example, who asked me it was like my therapist, my friends, or even my teachers. But it's always been the same goal since middle school, and it's me becoming a cop. Because I know most people like kind of give up their dreams or change their dreams, but I've been chasing this dream since I've been like what 11, maybe 10,
Yeah.
and like I'm determined to get this dream because like it's what I want. I want to help people. I want to stop bad people, and I want to like get some type of hope, you know.
Interesting.
And um, I wanna like do everything I can to get this job, become a cop,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm doing public safety now. That's why I'm in college. I'm gonna do police academy, and I'm ready to take the steps, even if it's gonna be a long journey. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. willing to sacrifice. And I'm sorry if you hear the baby in the background crying. I don't know if you guys can hear that.
You cannot.
No, you good.
But yeah, I mean, I think that's crazy that you had it since 10 years old. I know
Mm.
when I was in high school, if you would have asked me what are my goals, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't say honestly. I remember someone saying like what I want to do after I graduate, and I said I was surprised I survived till I was 18. Like I didn't think I was gonna make it past 18 for some reason. I was like, something's gonna happen. Um, and I think being asked what are your goals is so imperative to young men, right? Because I think we get forgotten a lot because we're guys. We're supposed to know. We're supposed to be providers, whatever, and all this like this weird pressure that's added onto us, and that's why I'm just curious. Like, has anyone ever asked you that? Because um, I mean, people usually don't ask me in my experience, except when I was in a relationship, like Steve said. But besides that, no one really asks. I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts?
Um, I think, I mean, to your point about like, hey, maybe it's not as common people asking other people their goals, or even more specifically people that you care about. I think doing this is something that is not common. So people can ask you about your goals, but it's kind of like surface level, like the iceberg, like there's
Uh,
the tip, but then
yeah,
there's everything else below. This is everything else below.
interesting.
So I would say like maybe I've done this like 4 times with no, maybe like 3 times with people specifically. And this is different. Again, this adds to accountability. If I told you guys like, hey, I'm gonna do this and do that by this time, and it's like next time you see me, like, hey, dude, you had a 0 to 6 months goal thing. Like, did you get everything done? And I'd be like, oh shit, I didn't. And I mean, it's okay if I didn't, but now it's like, damn it, that's
Yeah,
right. I was gonna do that. So yeah.
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I think having that like the devil's in the details, right? Because when we do say, "Oh, what are your goals?" Some people just be like, "Oh, I want to go to Mexico and Cancun," but you don't ever talk about like financial goals, right? It's like, "Oh, I want to
Yeah.
have 40,000 in savings in 2 years or something like that." So that's cool. Yeah, I would say if you have a piece of paper, I have my journal here, the Rebirth Journal. My shameless plug. Um, So I would say I have a piece of paper or something to write down. I'm gonna put a timer on the monitor and really try to push for 25 goals. Try to make them smart. Don't think about it too much because this is probably your first time in a long time. So you want to be able to achieve them. You don't want to hinder yourself. Like make those hard goals, yes, those challenging, those big dreams, but you also want to make those goals that are achievable will build that momentum and catapult you to those bigger goals. So I would say working around your health, have some goals for your relationship, have some goals for school, education. For sure, talk about financial goals, personal goals for you. I'm sure there's also things you got to work on yourself, like we all do. Um, family goals, friend goals, budgeting goals. Maybe those vices that kind of capture us sometimes, whether it's drinking, smoking, gambling, I don't know, women, all these things that really could kind of, I should say lust. I'm sorry, I take that back. Lust. Um, and then, your housing, like, what do you want to do? What do you want to be at? Um, and, when you write it down, it becomes real. And this is just for you. This is not for me. It's not for the internet. It's really just for you to see where you're at. And then I don't know, any thoughts, questions, concerns, emotion outbursts?
No, I just started writing some on the side right now as you're talking.
You got some gold already? Um, yeah, so let me put a timer on there. What do you guys think? 15 minutes?
Like
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
Okay. So I said take family to the Getty Museum in December 2026. I think I said that. Have 500 YouTube subscribers by June 2026. Pay off student loan number 8 by March 2026. I think that's going to be done sooner, but I just put it longer to give myself,
Play it safe.
yeah, play it safe, a little stress.
Mm.
Throw a GTA 6 party May 22nd, 2026. Y'all
Yeah,
come,
yeah, yeah.
y'all coming through, right?
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah, if I can convince my mom, or I can just It's one of my goals, but I'll do it.
Yeah,
Maybe I
dude.
can get my car.
Or you could take a train, fly out here, dude. Come on, dude.
Okay, okay.
Um, Steve says he's already coming, so I'm not gonna ask him. So then, wait, Toyota pickup. Oh, fix my Toyota pickup. I got a new old Toyota pickup, a 1994. Have it running by May 2026. Right now, it has a blown head gasket. So, number six, I put get GTA 6 for 2026 in May. It's a big freaking goal, dude.
Mm,
Visit Geneva, Switzerland by 2040. So that's one of my lifetime goals. Start my son's 529 investment plan for college in January 2026. So that's why he can go to college. It's an investment thing for him because I don't want him to take student loans or anything like that when he goes to college. Visit Vietnam and Thailand in 2028. Very another lifetime goal. I like this one. I want to read my vows, my wedding vows, with my wife in the Sistine Chapel in Italy for our 5-year anniversary. Is that cool or not? Come on, I thought that was pretty cool. And then I said buy a house in West Covina, 3 bedroom, 2 bath with a big garage by 2030. Save $3,000 for to buy an index fund by 2027 for my Vanguard brokerage accounts. And if I could expand that SMART goal, I would say, put in $300 every month to do that, which isn't a lot, but record one video every 2 weeks for YouTube for 2026. That's my New Year's resolution to make one video every 2 weeks. Let's see. I'll sell my journals at the farmers market in Rancho Cucamonga or in Chino in the month of November, where I at least make 3 sales.
You said 3 sales?
Yeah, very low, but hopefully 3. And then I'll read maybe the one that I like more because I want you guys to share. Um, well, I wanted to share this one. I want to have a new position at my job in 2026. I've been at the company only a year and a half, but I think I've been working freaking hard. So I think it's time for me to get a new position or a promotion 2026. I'm gonna aim for that. I'm gonna work hard for it. Um, and then I put take Steve and G3 to Joshua Tree sometime in 2026 in my Forerunner. Yeah. And then I put this one, make $400,000 by 2026, the end of 2026. I put that goal every year, and I know one day I'm gonna freaking achieve it, but I put that every year.
You said 100 or 400?
400,000, which is a little bit of money nowadays with inflation, but I make it every year. Um, so who wants to go? I think Steve, you say you want to go last.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
Short-term goals, 0 to 6 months. I put stop drinking soda habitually because apparently I started drinking soda every day now for like the last month, and I'm like, yeah, that needs to stop. And I have never drank as much soda as I have now. But anyways,
Okay.
start running again. This coming week, I want to go ahead and be half marathon ready by January. So at the end of 2026, I want to be full marathon ready.
Well, in January 2026, you're gonna run a marathon?
No, I'm gonna run a half marathon. I need to be half marathon ready. Like I need to run 13 miles. If I run 1 mile, if I run 3 miles now, add a mile every week. By the end of December, I will be at 11 miles. By January, I could easily run a half marathon.
Would you ever
mhm.
want to do the LA marathon sometime?
The full marathon at the end of the year, yes.
Mhm.
Um, so focus on my assignments, studies for exams these next 7 weeks since I'm almost graduating, which is the next goal, graduate by the end of December from Cal State Long Beach. Secure a paid internship at the entry or an entry level role by December.
But for your education, is there any like GPA you want to set for yourself, or you just want to graduate? Like you don't want to be
I
like,
just want to graduate. Grades has never really mattered to me. GPA doesn't matter. To me, it's like about accomplishing the goal, not getting a certain GPA by the goal, I guess.
okay,
Um, Yeah, so strengthen my emotional and mental wellness habits by continuing therapy. I'm currently in a 6 month program. I want to improve my credit score. I want to spend more quality time with my daughters and have three structured Yu-Gi-Oh decks.
Oof.
Long-term goals.
Wait. You're going quick. What about so
Well,
the
we're not
qual?
analyzing them right now.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this. Is we want to see what talk about it. You know, like so the quote the you said you want to have quality time with your daughters. What does that mean?
Spend more quality time with my daughters.
So what is that? What is when you think of that, Paul? What do you think
Well,
of
you,
quality
you
time?
you told me to do surface level stuff. I could add more. I just didn't do it at the time.
Oh, okay, you're right. You don't have to write
Yeah.
it, but just like, what are you thinking? Like, what is that?
Oh, okay. I'd say what it means is like, it's just I need to break them up because what I've been doing is pairing them together and then thinking, all right, I'm spending quality time with my kids, but I'm not spending quality time with just Destiny and or just Melody. So now it's like I'm there. I don't know. There's like different relationships you can have with your kids, and I'm starting to see that
Hmm.
now. So
Interesting.
as they're getting older, I need to split them up, which means I need to spend more time. So if I was going to spend 5 hours with them one day, now I need to spend 10, so it could be even, or two and a half each. But then it's less time. So, yeah.
Do you ever take him to like study with you?
Destiny, yes. Melody, not so much.
Hmm,
Um,
that's
yeah.
cool. Little study buddy though.
Mhm.
I can't wait to tell my sons like I went to the park yesterday and like no one really wanted to play soccer besides my wife. And I was like, man, I
Yeah.
can't wait till my like kid's old enough where I can play with him because like I feel like he's gonna be active, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Steve. Where you at?
Long term, I have a couple. It says transition back to my ELC website and business plan to provide leadership services. This is something I was playing around with in the past. It's just basically like, oh, if I had to start my own business, what would I do? And part of that is like basically providing, I guess, my experience. Not to say like I'm a great leader or anything like that. Um, but I think I think I could share a little bit of what I have so far, you know?
So you want to
Uh,
do a leadership? You want to start your leadership business
I wa-
consulting? Sounds
yeah,
like.
I want to consult companies. It could be small, it could be big. I want to basically tell them like, hey, this is what I think has been successful, and let me train your managers. Let me train your,
And front line
whatever it is.
staff, whatever.
Yeah.
What are um two traits of from the I think 11 leadership criterias in the Marine Corps?
What do you mean? What are two? Like, just name any random two?
I think there's 11 or
Yeah, there's justice, judgment, decisiveness, integrity, dependability, initiative, enthusiasm, bearing, tact, unselfishness, loyalty. I forgot all of them, but yeah.
wow. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. It's
Uh,
crazy. I just know one is like be the example, right? Or like lead by
Oh
example.
no, no. You said traits. That's something else. I forgot what that's called. But yes, lead by example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the next one is buy a Toyota Tacoma or Toyota RAV4.
Hell yeah, Toyota
Um,
gang.
but a brand new one though, not a used beat up one that's gonna
No,
break
dude, you gotta
down.
buy.
No,
Okay,
brand fucking new.
no, you gotta buy
It's
a
gonna be
used one.
no, it's gonna be a 2027, and yeah,
You're gonna buy it next year.
I'm gonna buy the one 2 years from now. No, just kidding.
It's not even out yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right. So I want to build a digital platform called the Smoke Pit, and it's a community for veterans where they can come in and basically just shoot the shit. Develop financial security, or continue to develop financial security, strengthen personal relationships and work life balance with my partner, and then lifetime goals. I have two of them. Each one, I've already been doing this for the last 5 years, but every year I want to visit a different country or state. Um, and for sure, I want to visit all 50 states by the time I'm, crusty and old and can't do anything. But I also, in addition, want to get up to 50 countries. And I have a little book that has currencies from every country. So I want to have that book filled by the end of my life, I guess. Second lifetime goal is become a respected voice in leadership and emotional intelligence to whomever wants to take on my experiences and or advice. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I need a 500,000 follower base or I need to have a stage to talk to people about. Like this can be very well achieved within like my small community, like amongst friends, amongst family, whatever. It's like that's what I want to. Like, I want to be that old guy. Hey, you should go talk to your grandpa. He knows about whatever.
yeah. That's cool.
But
Do you want to be kind of like a vessel of wisdom?
something like that. Yeah, yeah. That's all mine.
Okay. I want to see, Paul, do you have any like did you want him to kind of expand on any of his goals? I know you heard a lot, you were kind of sitting back, but like do you have anything, any questions for like Steve?
Um, I like that, like, so it was like you with your kids. I like that you noticed that, like, instead of spending like time with both of them, you actually noticed like that, like, they're getting more old, like they're older now, and you gotta spend more time like with them separate. And I like that. I like that you noticed it, and I just thought that was a cool thing that you did, and I like that you wanna spend more time with them like separate now. You know,
Thanks, man. That's pretty interesting that you say that. Do you have siblings?
I do. Yes.
Do you feel like
Uh,
your parents kind of like they don't have enough time to spend with everyone individually?
Yeah, it's like that. Cause well, my mom is she's very busy, so she has to like drive everyone around, you know.
Okay, okay.
And then she has to
Your little
like
plans.
cook. She has the one. She's the one. So my dad's the one who's like working every day. He works like maybe like 12 hours,
Oh shoot.
something crazy like that. And my mom's the one who like cleans. She cooks. She's the one who drives everyone around
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And so they never have time to really like spend time with like me and my sisters like that because they're just so tired and
Yeah.
stuff. So you know, when I heard you say that, I was like, damn, you're a good dad, you know.
Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
good
Well,
dad.
thanks. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, what about yours?
Mine. Okay, let me look at them real quick. Okay, so my simple one, learning Spanish. I want to learn Spanish within like 2 years because well, I have many reasons why I want to learn Spanish. One, for so I can speak to my family. Like, you know, I can actually have good conversations with them and I actually just have a good time with them, you know, because
Yeah.
like none of them speak English. Well, they do, but they're not fluent with it. And I don't want them to get out of the comfort zone. So I want to talk to them in the comfort zone by speaking Spanish. Other reason why I want to learn Spanish is when you're a cop and when you learn a second language, you get more money, and I want to get, you know, more money becoming a cop.
Okay.
Um, that's like a other simple goal is finishing high school. By finishing high school, I'm taking zero period. I'm doing a program called Apex. So I'm getting more assignments. I'm being disciplined about it, and you know, taking like being more responsible about it and doing zero period, doing and asking for more assignments, and I'm being smart about it by asking extra time
Yeah. I
so I
think
can get. Oh, you can. You want to say something?
yeah, I was gonna say, you know how like that's one of your big goals, right? Is graduate high school and then you're
On
taking
time,
your
yeah.
yeah. And then I think one of the things that you did recently was, dude, guess what this guy did the other day, Steve, is I was like, hey dude, hop on Call of Duty. And guess what he said? He said
He has to study.
he has to do homework, dude. I was like, what the hell?
Like, who is this guy?
I was like, dude, this guy's built different now. But
Yeah.
I was like, that's what's up, you know, like you gotta
Hmm.
the part of discipline is you gotta cut back the games and you know for us guys, like games are huge, you know, it's like it's a big addiction for us.
They should make a platform with homework where you get skins or something like that. No, I'm just kidding.
Cool.
Yeah.
You do homework, you get skins as your
Yeah.
avatar on your your school account.
Actually, that might backfire. I'd be like, that guy's a fucking nerd.
Yeah, it's all these skins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
Actually I did want to let you go ahead, but I know we said we're gonna keep it within an hour.
Yeah.
Are you guys still
Uh-huh.
good on time?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
got a little time.
All right. Go ahead, Paul. Sorry to cut you off.
Okay. Um. Yeah. So with high school, I'm just, you know, doing everything I can to finish so I can graduate on time. And even if I don't graduate on time, which I hope I do, I'm gonna do summer school so I can at least graduate. Another simple goal is finishing high school. Oh, not high school. I want to do college. Because my parents never got the chance to do college because they were just they had to take care of my sisters and then me, and I just never got the chance to. and I wanna, and all they want me to do is go to college and finish it. So I want to do that.
Are you the
And
oldest?
but I'm the youngest actually.
Okay, okay.
How
Um,
about you put like for a goal instead of just saying go to college, you could say start community college after high
community
school.
college.
Yeah, so maybe put if you could update that. If you're okay
Mhm.
with it and that's something that excites you, is go to community college after. I went to community college. I think Steve did too, right?
Yeah.
And I highly recommend it. So it's like
Boy.
go to
So you,
community college.
But in community college, oh yeah, college. I wanna, cause I was doing a lot of research with police, and you don't need a law diploma to become a cop. You just need like a diploma,
Yeah.
and like you'd be good. So if like I want to become a police officer so badly, but if that's something like that just doesn't work out in the future, I want to get a diploma with like animals. I want to become a vet.
Mhm.
Um. So just in case, I'll have like a backup plan, just in case, because you never know. I hope I won't need it, but if that's the case, then I'll use it. But that's the main reason why I want to finish college, and for my parents too.
Okay.
okay.
Um, Other simple goal is going to the gym. I got the gym membership. I'm gonna start going on Monday, so I'm gonna take my bike because the reason why I didn't go yesterday or today was because I want to fix my bike first. So because there's I think I'm a school called Bike Tech, and my teacher she knows how to fix bikes and stuff, and I have a really old bike that I got, and I want to take it on Monday so she can fix it, and after school I can start going to the gym, and I plan to go to the gym like 6 times out of 7, um, 6 times of the week.
That's good, Sparkle. How about, I
Um,
mean, isn't that a lot though? 6 days a
Yeah.
week?
I'm gonna just work out like every part of the body. So like one day is arms, the other day is legs, the other day is back,
Mhm.
then chest, then arm. I'm gonna have hopefully I can squeeze in like abs or something like that in there.
Mhm.
Um,
What are your thoughts, Steve, on that smart goal?
Yeah, I would agree with you. 6 times a week is a lot. But there's a great way to like balance this out because you
mhm.
can do chest and back. That's a push and pull exercise
Chest and
you do
back,
at the
that's
same
true.
time. You could do, arms, you can do
Mm,
shoulders and traps. Now it's 3 days a week. And then also if you want to be a cop, cardio is definitely a thing and you don't need the gym
Oh,
for
yeah.
that. So your bike doesn't need to be fixed. You can go on a run, a 1 mile run, you could do an ab workout at
mhm,
home. So it helps with the transportation piece.
Mhm.
And yeah, maybe I would say like do by levels, like do 3 times this week, do it like 3 times a week, and that's it. And if you want to do more, then it's a win. Then do it next week 4 times, and then five, and then kind of see how that works out, or do it like
okay.
2 weeks, do it 3 times a week, or because a lot of times with the gym, it happens to me. I'm gonna go hard, and I do go hard, but the next week I'm like, I went hard last week. I'm cool. I'll take this week off, and it's like, no, no, no. So you can overwork yourself a lot, and recovery is a very very important thing that I didn't learn until I started getting older, and yeah, I just
Mhm,
didn't give myself rest. Now I do, and now I see better results. So yeah.
I guess like the biggest thing is just we don't want you to like overreach and like make it realistic. Like 6 times a week is like it's very like great, achievable, but
mhm,
I think cutting back on the times, like maybe 3 times a week, because you're not going
yeah.
zero now. And then like Steve said, like cardio is a big thing. I didn't even think about that with cops. It's like instead of biking to the gym, I don't know how far it is, maybe you could run there.
Yeah. There's also a different
I
approach
think
to
like walking distance. I'm gonna have to look up, but like I know like car distance it's like 2 miles or some shit like that,
even better.
something
You
like
could
that.
you could run 2 miles there. That's your cardio, work out, and then
Mm,
run 2 miles back. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I would say too, like Paul, I went for CHP back in 2019, 2020.
mhm.
And the process is hard to get in. The physical things, they're a little challenging, but I don't know your background. I just met you today.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that fails a lot of people is their integrity. If you're gonna lie about something, like not only will they find out, but it's just one of those things that's gonna eat at you. So I don't know if you have your ducks lined up in a row, but make sure that when you're going into this goal, you can't be like, oh, well, I used to do coke and I'm gonna lie about it or something like that. And it's like that can come back and bite you in the butt. So right now, since you're still in high school, you might have to go to parties, you might have to do some things that you don't want to do, or sorry, that you
Mhm,
want to do but you shouldn't do. So just
mhm.
integrity is a big thing in the beginning to get in. the physical things, they're easier. So, educate yourself right now and, look within yourself, make sure that everything's, honest.
Okay, yeah. I know about that. Like, so like how I'm like in public safety, and my
Yeah.
teacher was like an actual officer. He
Yeah.
was saying like how like I know how the law first like checks your background even when you're like a little kid. Like I know like how like he was telling me like how his brother wanted to be like a sheriff, and before like they made him into like a sheriff, they did like a huge background on him. Like even when like to like saw back to like they found like baby pictures of him. And I know about that. And it's scary because like what if like they find something that you totally forgot you did, you know?
Yeah.
Luckily, I haven't done anything stupid, so I should be okay. But
Yep.
it's just scary to like how deep they would go just to see like if you have anything bad in your background, you know?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay. That's good. Lifetime
Um,
goals? I think you're a
Lifetime
nice or
goals.
long term.
A simple lifetime goal is going to Mexico or El Salvador to see my family. By
Okay.
learning Spanish, I can, well, I can go no matter what, but I want to learn Spanish first so I can go to, so I have a better time at Mexico or El Salvador. So I can actually communicate with people, go to a restaurant and um, like just talk to the waitress, the chef, or like the person who I'm talking to, and I could talk to them in Spanish, or
Yeah.
I can visit my cousin in Mexico and like I can talk to him in Spanish, or I can visit my other cousins in El Salvador and talk to them in Spanish. And it's a lifetime goal that I want to do, and I want to see my family, you know.
And then, so that's a lifetime goal. What were your financial goals?
Um, I want to have. It's also simple, but I want to have a savings account. I want to
Okay.
communicate with my dad and kind of help me start, like kind of give me like a head start with that.
Yeah.
I want to start by getting a bank account
Yeah.
because I hate carrying cash. I think carrying cash is so annoying. But by communicating with him and talking to him, he's gonna help me get a bank account in like 2 weeks, he said.
Nice.
And hopefully in the future, he can help me set up by getting a savings account.
Yeah.
And when I'm working, I can put all my money into that savings account.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, I don't know if this is too personal, but do your daughters have a bank account? They're kind of, because Paul's kind of the same age as them, right? Or I think he might be a
Dare
little bit
you
older.
ask me that question, motherfucker? No, just kidding. No, yeah, they have bank accounts. They had a bank account for the last year and a half. Money can be deposited to them from Carmen or myself. Um, and yeah, I mean, we
But
started like a year and a half ago
okay.
at
Kind of high school, right?
15 for Destiny, I think. No, 16 and 14 is when they had their bank accounts open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we did we have a bank account when we were teenagers?
When I was, well, me, because I went into the military, they gave me an account at 17.
Oh, damn.
But no, I wouldn't have probably done it on my own.
I mean,
Yeah.
neither. So, I got you.
Yeah.
So it's nice that our parents are like, you guys are parents, or your parents and Steve, like you're kind of setting them up for success because like, you know,
Yeah. No, now day and age we have to do that. Because I don't know, it just makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I think we shared it a lot. Paul, I don't want to keep this call going for too long,
Okay.
but I think we talked about some big things, right? It's like those career goals,
Mm.
graduating high school, right? Going to zero period, summer school if you have to, having a bank account, huge. Um, those things that kind of what life built about. And Steve has these amazing goals too, and I think he's just starting his business career, this year coming up. And I'm excited for him because I know he's going to do great things. You're going to do great things, Steve, in the business field for sure, the personal business field as well. Um, let me know if you need help with that. But as a guest speaker, I could talk about my Call of Duty experience.
Actually, no, you didn't, what you haven't shared is the website. What's going on with the website?
Oh, it's great. Thanks for reminding me. For those listening, yeah, we're gonna have a garibaldiprinting.com if you want to get yourself one of these journals. Um, it's gonna be starting on November 1st.
Mm.
We had a Kickstarter fundraise 6,000, so it seems like the market does want it. and we're gonna start putting it on the website. We're also gonna have a buy one get one free. I shouldn't have said this, but we're gonna buy one get one free in Black Friday. So it's gonna be a big
So
sale.
what the hell? Why did you sell me one before then? I could have had two.
Right?
Yeah, no, no, no.
Um,
That's a good deal.
yeah, so it's gonna come up in November. So if you guys want, get yours, get yours. I'm also gonna put in the description of the video.
Yeah. Okay.
But any last thoughts? I started with Paul, and then with Steve. Any last thoughts about goals? Anything?
No, I got nothing.
Any inspiration, Steve, for the viewers that want to watch this?
I'd say wherever you go, where it's a platform like this, or even your friends or your family, like somebody's more than likely gonna give you their advice. And I think when that time comes, you have to stop at that moment and be like, okay, do I want to do this on my own? Because the ego usually tends to get in the way, or do I want to stop and listen? A lot of people usually don't stop and listen because they want to do it on their own. They're like, "Oh, I'll figure it out," and that's a good thing. But a greater thing is to actually stop and listen to I guess what those people are saying. Um, but you need to be able to have good judgment and decipher. People who are they're drinking a beer and they're drunk, they're telling you things. So obviously, don't listen to that person. But if over time they show you consistency, maybe that's somebody you should listen to.
That's great advice. Great. All right, everyone. Appreciate it. Thanks for being on the call. I'm gonna stop recording.
Okay.